This is a video I've been meaning to make for quite some time. While this channel has been primarily about movie reviews and analysis, today's video is going to be a bit different, but still along the same lines of contemporary movies. After all, many video games can be considered interactive films in their own right. Today, I'm going to delve into the wonderful world of creativity in video games and show appreciation for the level of thoughtfulness and ingenuity that goes into creating each one. You can think of it as an ode to games, gamers, and game developers. It took me a while to script this one because I wanted to accurately portray my thoughts and feelings on how splendid video games can be. I think they are the modern canvas of art, open new doorways into thinking and enjoyment, and have spurred on tremendous creativity, consideration, and technical progress. But first, know that I'm actually not a big-time gamer. You could call me casual mediocre. I'm not hardcore or competitive, I just play games at times to enjoy two main aspects, environment and details. I believe these two attributes go largely unnoticed or underappreciated in today's easily distracted world. The only time they become a factor is when they are missing or underdone. However, for most of the games I've played, the details and environments are wonderfully crafted. From stories to level design to textures, in everything from classics, side-scrollers, fantasy games, RPGs, first-person shooters, and much more. As I would play through some of my favorite games, usually survival-based, I would be in awe of the level of detail put into each creation. Let's take just one example from my limited stock, Empyrean. When I got more into this game, I discovered the workshop on Steam, wherein users from all over the world create and submit their game properties for other users to employ within their own games. What I found there was astounding. Really, my mind is blown. One thing you should know, other than the ridiculous caricatures I did of my music teacher in the 9th grade, I don't have a design or artistic bone in my body. To illustrate, later in the video, I'm going to share with you one of my embarrassing attempts at creating a flying drill in Space Engineers. Stay tuned for that. The point is, when I see what people come up with in places like the Steam Workshop, I'm kind of blown away. The designs, lighting, blueprints, layouts, inventiveness, and masterful ideas people come up with for free floors me in the best of ways. Video game creators, whether a C+ engineer, texture hobbyist, or level designer, are today's greatest visual artists. And one of the greatest creations I've seen comes from Empyrean, a ship called the MCRN Leviathan. As you may already be aware, or maybe not, this is just one ship of literally thousands of others in only one game. But it highlights much of what I'm talking about here. The Leviathan is an uncharacteristically huge and detailed ship created by one of the more prolific authors on the Steam Workshop. I've booted up Empyrean just to walk through this massive structure to enjoy how abundantly detailed it is. Look at the layout, the thoughtful placement of objects, the color schemes and sheer size, the types of rooms in this beast, and the overall design. Just wonderful. Have you encountered anything that captured your eye in a video game? It doesn't have to be only survival-based. Leave a comment. I believe one day there will be a kind of AI digital museum wherein users can visit physically and witness the plethora of past computer game creations. The Leviathan ship above belongs in a museum like that, as do thousands of other games with the same kind of ingenuity, immersion, and thoughtfulness. And as stated, this is only one example of a nearly infinite variety of creativity that comes from this game and thousands of others. Even something as simple and insignificant as how a vent was designed and placed on a wall is amazing to me as a non-creator, because I just wouldn't think to do it this way. These details add to the immersion one can feel while engaged in a virtual world, and make it that much more pleasing. This led me to think about gaming and game developers in general, and I have to say, what you do is amazing. You are literally and figuratively the creator of worlds. I could go on and on geeking out about the artistic limitlessness I've seen in video games, but we would all be skeletons by the time the video finished. And as promised, I'm going to embarrass myself by showing you one of my Frankensteinian creations from the game Space Engineers. It's supposed to be a flying drill, but looks more like a kindergartner's attempt at creating a stork Autobot. The thing is laughably ugly, but you know what? It works. It does exactly what I intended it to do. It flies over ore nodes in the game and extracts them beautifully. Other than that, it's a flying box with one awkward leg with landing gear attached. So now you see why I have such a high regard for game artistes. You guys and gals are awesome. This vid's for you.